The next story comes from Soap Lake, where a council member may be forced to resign after nearly triggering an early election. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
Soap Lake Mayor Raymond Gravel and some city council members want Soap Lake City Councilman Robert Brown to resign. Brown was criticized and admonished by other council members Wednesday night. The council's action came after Brown submitted a document to the Grant County Commissioners and County Auditor without the council's knowledge or approval. Council members said Brown acted in violation of the council rules of conduct. The document, approved as an ordinance in November, stated that the council believes it is in the city's best interest to annex into Fire District 7 for fire services. The Soap Lake Council, just 2 days after Brown's action, agreed to not submit the document to the county commissioners and auditor until August so the county could set a November Fire District annexation election. Councilwoman Joanne Rushton filed a formal complaint against Brown.
Mr. Brown filed these papers on the 5th with no authorization, no vote. He did it on his own, with no direction from the council.
Brown, who has served a year on the council, said the city administration was suppressing the document, which he believes should have been submitted for an April election. Brown called in sick and did not attend the council meeting Wednesday night, but he defended his actions Thursday. The councilman said he would respond to the council at its February 4th meeting. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Rounding out this week's news coverage is a story about the Quincy School District's maintenance and operations levy that would replace the expiring levy from 2011. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
7 schools make up the Quincy School District, and according to their 2014 enrollment numbers, approximately 2,900 students are attending full-time this year. The district is asking voters to renew their 4-year maintenance and operations levy to provide key funding not covered by the state. The levy will provide around $8 million a year to the district over its lifespan, and it replaces the expiring M&O levy from 2011. The district receives approximately 23% of their annual revenue through the levy, but rates are expected to go down for taxpayers. Based on 2014 rates per $1,000 of assessed property value, taxpayers will see a decrease of 40 cents through 2019. The district uses funds from the levy to finance a wide range of services, including enrichment programs, infrastructure, textbooks, security, parent outreach activities, and special education. Superintendent John Boyd has overseen the district for the last year and said the levy is an essential component of the budget.
The state doesn't fund schools or school districts to the point where we can provide the services that we feel we need to help kids be successful in school. We have a high needs population of students, and we provide a lot of support and help for them. We're a growing district, so we have the extra costs associated with that growth. We're completely out of room for students. We're adding portables, so the costs associated with that growth as well. There are a lot of things that we do to support students that we'd have to cut back on, and we'd have to cut back on staff. We'd have to cut back on the maintenance of our buildings. We'd have to try to squeeze kids into smaller spaces and not add the types of portables that we'd need. So, it'd be a tough situation if we were not able to pass it. But we feel pretty confident that we're going to be able to get this one done.
Like many school districts, Quincy's trying to keep pace with changing technology. Boyd said the levy helps students stay ahead of the curve when it comes to new ways of learning.
Yeah, the M&O is crucial for us to be able to get the technology in the hands of the kids and give them access to it. It's one thing to have a device, but you also have to have internet routers. You also have to have the infrastructure that can support the Wi-Fi, and there are a lot of costs associated with that that go relatively unseen, kind of behind the scenes type stuff. So we're able to support our students with Chromebooks, with other devices, with a Wi-Fi structure for them to access technology, and we're going to have to be able to do that more and more, like you say, because the textbooks are slowly being phased away in favor of these digital devices that can access information in different ways to support learning.
School safety and security is another aspect of what the levy covers. Boyd said it's another way to help ensure students and teachers are safe when in class.
We have hired a safety resource officer through the Quincy Police Department who works with our schools and is a presence there to be able to take care of things at the lowest level when they occur. So that is one way that the levy supports us to be able to hire that resource officer to be in our schools, housed at the high school, but going to all the other schools and supporting them as well.
The election for the Quincy Maintenance and Operations Levy takes place on Tuesday, February 10th. In Quincy, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
That wraps up our weekend edition. iFIBER 1 News will be back on Monday at 5 p.m. with the latest news from around the Columbia Basin. Thank you for watching.